Hello everyone, this is Dan Roser with Star, and we're going to talk about saddling naturally today. So the first thing I would do with my horse is to prepare them for being saddled. This involves seeing if they're in the mood for saddling, and I've already done that out in the arena, and I'll show you that on another video. The next thing I would do is to send my horse over to the saddle and make sure that she's okay with the pad and the saddle and the saddle rack. Star doesn't seem to mind too much, so we'll continue the preparation. What I would do next is to take my lead rope and throw it over my horse's back, playing friendly game. This does a couple things: test the confidence of my horse, but it also allows me to simulate the motions that I'm going to need to do when I saddle. So I pivot on my inside foot, give my horse a hug. She seems to be okay with that. And then we'll pick up the pad. I'll ask my horse if she wants to investigate the saddle pad. Wait for her. She says, "Yeah, I've seen that before." I'll swing the pad a little bit, pivot on my inside foot, give my horse a hug. You'll see that my horses turn their head toward me, and I do that to test flexion and see if they're participating in the saddle. They also get a treat. So there she touched the pad, liking that. Pivot all the way around this time, give my horse a hug. My horse comes around to see what I'm doing. I then will pick up the saddle. I put my left hand under the pommel and my right hand at the back of the saddle. I will then grab the canter with my right hand, drop the saddle, and pull it up under my arm with the seat facing out. At this point, I'll ask my horse if they want to investigate the saddle. Now I'm getting a lot of licking and chewing. She's not really coming around to touching it. So I will grab with my right hand underneath the pommel, down below a little bit, swing, pivot on the right inside foot, and give my horse a hug with the saddle. The momentum of those swings propels the saddle up onto the horse. I then adjust my saddle, adjust the pad, make sure all the strings are where they need to be, and I'll let the cinches down, making sure that both back and front cinches are free. I will take my front cinch and make sure that the two little rings are just this side of center. Then I'm going to move my horse around, and at this point that would be enough, but in order to get the horse in front of the camera for you folks, I'm going to move her just a little bit more today. Lots of licking and chewing, I like that. I readjust my saddle, I pull the pad up under the gullet, make sure the strings on this side are okay, put the stirrup up over the saddle, reach with my left hand for the cinch. Now if I've tied this latigo right, I'm in preparation for my saddling. All I have to do is untie the knot, put it through the buckle, and pull, and voila. I then put it up through the ring of the saddle, down through the ring of the cinch, get everything nice and even, push down on the withers, pull up, not one harder than another. I tie a buckaroo knot, so I come through the ring, make a loop, come back through where the ring goes, and allow that knot to be tied. I then reach with my left hand for the back cinch, and I make it snug, not tight, not loose. At this point, I'm going to ask my horse to disengage her hindquarters. And in doing so, I'm just going to move her around a little bit, see that she's okay with everything hanging down and pinching her a little, possibly. Move her front end, get her in position. I want you to watch as I push down on her withers and I pull up how much more latigo I can do to tighten. That's a pretty good significant amount. So that way I can do it in stages. If I had a saddle pad that had air valves on it, I would tighten the air valves at this point. Now I'm ready to take my horse back out in the arena and to warm her up in preparation for riding. I've done all that. We've done our ride. Now I'm ready to undo the saddle for the day. So I put my stirrup up over the saddle, undo the back cinch, undo the front cinch, take the cinch, fold it back on itself, and pull it up through the ring, even everything out, and tie a slip knot by going toward the horse's hind end and bringing the knot behind the cinch toward the front end. Now I'm going to just let the camera follow me around as I walk around Star today. Normally I'd move her into position, but this way the saddle can focus in on me. I will now put up the cinches by grabbing the two, putting the front cinch over the buckle of the back cinch, and taking the back cinch and put it through the keeper. This way I'm ready for the next ride. In taking off the saddle, I grab the pommel or the horn and the underside of the saddle pad. If I had a handle on the front of the pad, it would be better. I grab the back of the saddle with the pad, and as I'm walking over to the saddle rack, I drop the pad out of my front hand. So now I can put the saddle on the rack, put the pad on top of the saddle. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to talking to you again. For more information, please contact us at hbfcnh.com.